kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Pittsburgh's offense takes the field to start this game off. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets it out quickly. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Savage. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Savage. Great move. Now he's got room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They just keep firing. That's caught. It's Savage. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through a tackle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Great job by the back on the option.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Nebraska's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Oh, they're after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Got the back over the middle. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. To the air, it's Hamilton. Here's the pressure. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. Takes a hit as he fires. Got the quick pass. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. Got to get a good game. Got to get that 1st down. Nice job. Great nose for the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goal. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see.
There he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this, in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets it out fast. He's stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give on the inside. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Savage. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Kentucky. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Hamilton. It's caught. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll run it. Got a little space. Got the 1st down and more. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. you want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And what a show we've seen from the man behind center. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. Quarterback gets the first down. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense. Touchdown, Pitt.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Hamilton. Good timing on the quick out. Knocked off his feet. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pocket breaking down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get...
And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. Pitt will have to boot this one away. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now on second down. Wants to throw. It's Hamilton. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
On target over the middle. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wants to throw on third down. Completes it in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, that's why this guy's one of the receivers in the country. Even when he's double covered, he's open. He's able to make the catch and get the first down.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Hutchison. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on fourth. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
Pitt pushing the pace.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tight.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Panthers. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Hamilton. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Off the play fake. Smacks him with the stiff arm. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Finds his man. It's Hutchinson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. Touchdown, Nebraska! Excellent pass by the back on the option. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
On to attempt the try. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. They get him a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Fires downfield. He's open on the right. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why?
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's Hamilton. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Under fire. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man on the right.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
The lone back's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a man. It's Hamilton. Here comes the heat. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Husker! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This guy's been around a while, and in his junior season showing complete command of the offense. He's been elite in every aspect. He's thrown the ball on time. He's made big plays down the field. He's punched it in when they've gotten opportunities. You just couldn't ask for anything more. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Savage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to ULM. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchison. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm,
turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Huskers want to move quickly. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking for a man. It's Hamilton. He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Cornhuskers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This has been a good day for the offense and a particularly outstanding performance from the quarterback. Their passing game has been simply outstanding the entire game. They've put it in the end zone, and they will get your attention with the numbers they put up. Got his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll go up top on second and short. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Pitt! Fit it in the window for the score. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no...
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt.